ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। So we started the 9th chapter, where it is a continuation of the 7th chapter, where Bhagavan's Ishvara's actual Rupa is going to be taught by Krishna to all of us. And what is the speciality of that particular topic? It is Guhyatamam, Gopaniya, and it is a complete knowledge of Ishvara, of the lower form and the higher form. So, Vyavaharika Saguna Ishvara, Paramarthika Nirguna Brahma. So, the lower form of Saguna Ishvara and the higher Jnanam of Nirguna Brahma. What is the benefit? Having known that and learned that, and it will give you moksha from Ashubha. Ashubha means moksha from Iha Janma and moksha from all the coming Janmas. In this Janma, it will clean up from all the Shadripu, and in subsequent Janmas, it will ensure that these Janmas itself will not be there, by giving Atyantika moksha. Okay. So moksha say Ashubha. What type of this knowledge it is? Rajavidya. Why Rajavidya? Rajavidya is Rajana Vidya is wrong. Among the Vidyas, it is the foremost. It is not the knowledge which is taught to the kings. Rajavidya can be considered as kingly knowledge, the knowledge which is taught to the king. Because in this context, someone can mistake it to be Arjuna being a king or a prince from that particular family and clan. That is why it is being taught to him, and that is why it is called Rajavidya. No, it is among the Vidyas, it is the foremost, and hence it is Rajavidya. Rajaguhyam, because it is the highest of the secret, where it was mentioned that knowing this knowledge, no further knowledge, or not, there is nothing which is left to be learned. Okay, and hence it is Rajaguhyam, Gopaniya, it is a secret knowledge. And when we say secret knowledge, As we know, our parampara or the Sanatana Dharma, when it comes to knowledge, there is nothing called secret. What is not given is only based on eligibility. If the teacher feels that the student is not eligible for it, it will not be parted. Even in Ganapati Atharva Shirshar, in Palashruti, what comes? In Palashruti, what is that? Just tell the word. Idam? Nadeyam. Correct. Sapapiyan bhavati. Okay, sahasra. So if we idam ashishyaya nadeyam. So if the student is not eligible, you should not give it. Yo yadi moha dasyati. In case the teacher out of delusion, because my favorite student, so let me teach. Sapapiyan bhavati. Very clear. So eligibility is a very clear criteria in all our shastras, and that needs to be there. Otherwise the knowledge can be misused, abused and wrongly understood and wrongly propagated. And to protect that knowledge so that it has got the right benefit and it helps everyone, it has to be given to the eligible student, which is a very, very clear requirement. Even today, eligibility is a criteria wherever we go in Vyavaharika world, right from a small child getting an admission in kindergarten, right up to a VP or a CEO or even a Prime Minister, eligibility criteria is surely changed. Without that, we don't go ahead. So, that ways you can consider that it is an open secret without any intellectual property rights given by Vyasacharya Krishna, which has been propagated over a period of time. Idam tute guhyatamam pravakshyamya anasuyave. You have that eligibility as Anasuya, and hence it is given to you. What is that Shastram? That Shastram which was mentioned in the 4th chapter, which is that which is coming from Ikshvaku Mandata, I have given it to them, and then Sakale Neha Mahata Yogo Nashta Parantapa. So it has lost its splendor. So every time I come and again uplift it. It is that knowledge, and hence this knowledge is the foremost and the most secretive knowledge that we say. Secretive, available to everyone, and even if you have learnt it, if you have not properly understood, then it is useless to the person. It is absolutely useless. Okay, and hence it is Raja Vidya, Raja Buddha. What is it doing? Pavitram idam uttamam. It cleans you up completely. What is the meaning of cleaning? It will remove all your karma vipaka. Whatever karma related you have, agami and sanchita karma, it will completely remove, and it will ensure that your current prarabdham, you are immunized to it. You will no more value the prarabdham. It will just be on till the shariram is there, till you finally die. Okay, for a jnani, till this shariram is there, till you die doesn't exist, because for jnani this shariram and this life itself is not there. It is aham brahmasmi jnanam which is there at the time of jnanam, when he has understood or she has understood. So after that this prarabdham also, for others you see such a body is there, but for jnani even that is not there. Okay, right. Then pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam. Avagamam pratyaksham. So it is something which is very, very here and now understandable, clearly relatable, clearly. Post that knowledge everything in life is experienceable. From that perspective, moksha is an experience. I lead a life without getting impacted by anything is moksha, and that experience is also an experience. You can't negate that experience. Okay, jnanam per se, the theory or the principle per se doesn't have a benefit. That gets converted to an app. That application gives you a benefit. The application is, if you have understood, Shravana Manana is done, then Nididhyasana is the application. And once the application is in place, then it automatically is going to give you a benefit. That means I have that Jnana Kavacham, which is not going to impact anything in my life. Anything means anything. That means I am always very relaxed and peaceful mentally, and that is moksha. So moksha, mukta person has an experience. Don't say will not have an experience. Even that experience, that person will not get attached, because attachment itself is given. But experience will be there. So sakshitvam will be there. Experience go, that will be there. Clear? Then he says, sas dharmyam susukham kartum avyayam. It is not against the dharma. Please understand. Susukham kartum avyayam jnanam. It will not diminish at all. That jnanam, if you implement it, it will give you susukham. That is why that susukham, if you look at it, looks as an experience. Susukham is moksha. Okay. Ananda kim sukham. So susukham is nityananda. That nityanandatvam is an, that moment is an everlasting moment which will always be there with you. And at that moment you will never want to go to much lower levels of ananda also. You will be in that realm and continue to do everything. Okay, right. Ashraddhadana purushaha. Oh, asya dharmasya ashraddhadana purushaha. Hey Parantapa. Now he is calling Arjuna as Parantapa. What is Parantapa? What does the word Parantapa means? You have to very carefully see every time what Krishna or Vyasacharya has put an adjective for either Krishna or for Arjuna based on the context which are related to the context. Such names are only given. It is not just remove one name and put. So here he is calling Parantapa. Arjuna is well known for the highest level of austerities. One who does Paramam Tapa, highest level, toughest austerity. So one who has an ability to do very high, tough levels of austerity, tapas. That is why he is Parantapa. Okay. And that Parantapa has lost his confidence. To bring that confidence back, at the same time, without this confidence, one cannot be with this knowledge. Atman eva atmana tushtaha. So you are your own friend, you are your own enemy. So if you are not uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. Bandhuhi atma eva bandhuhu ripuhu atma eva ripuhu. So you are your own enemy, you are your own friend. It depends on what you want to do. So if you are a Parantapa, don't think this is not achievable. It is easily achievable by you if you decide. So giving a very clear ray of hope, you have this ability. Hey Parantapa, you are Anasuyave. You have this quality, and hence I am giving it to you. And then I am also telling you that you are a Parantapa, this particular jnanam, you can ensure that you have completely personalized it fully. You have done nididhyasanam and get the full benefit. Okay, and hence he says, Hey Parantapa, if you doubt this thing what I am telling, like ashraddadana purushaha asya dharmasya aprapya, you will not get the benefit of this moksha shastra. What is the benefit of moksha shastra? Ma nivartante. You will not reach me, but you will surely reach mrityu samsara vartam. You will be established in this punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam. That is a very, very clear fact. And if I foresee, there could be only one reason for you to attain this mrityu samsara is lack of shraddha. Okay. Now, if you connect it properly, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatpara samyatendriyaha tatparaha samyatendriyaha Shraddhavan ayam jnanam labhate. Okay. Samyatendriyaha parantapa. Okay. And anasuyave parantapa. So I am confident that you are eligible and you can attain it. Now it is up to you to put that. See, ayam me hasto bhagavan, ayam me bhagavattaraha. The Vedas, how they tell is, ayam me hasto bhagavan. This Bhagavan is in my hand. Ayam me bhagavattaraha hastaha. This hand need to become or is purer than Bhagavan. Please understand that? The way it is telling looks like a big amount of garvam. Ayam me hasto Bhagavan, ayam me bhagavattaraha. So this hand is purer than Bhagavan. Whichever is purer than Bhagavan only can handle Bhagavan and do things. So it is your job to purify my hand purer than you. See how it is, how the way it is put. So Shraddha, we know is there. If you have Anasuya, Anasuya is being non-critical. Who will be non-critical? Who has Paramashraddha. Both are working now. So Ashraddha Dana is the opposite of Anasuya. If some Ashraddha Dana comes, you will not be Anasuya. I am telling you are Anasuya, that means you are Paramashraddha. But still, there is a caution. Somewhere you get deluded. It's gone. It's gone. So you should have your gear always, you should be very, very, very sensitive about this part. Because the jnana garvam can itself make you ashraddha and have asuya. So one of the pitfalls of this knowledge is ashraddha and asuya. I know. So one way is for you to know, you have this, practice it, keep it at the fullest. After that also, keep your guards on, very, very sensitive, otherwise you will fall down. So all this gets covered in this. Because even after the jnana, if I could not be with that jnana is useless to me, and hence the benefit of jnana is not available. I have learned driving, But when I sit in front of the steering, I do not know whether the left leg has to go to the brake or the right leg has to go to the brake, which has to be in clutch. I get confused. Then that jnanam is useless for you to drive the car. Correct? So not just getting the jnana, but after that also these are enablers, because a lot of this will come in your 13th chapter. From the shloka number 7 there will be a list we will start. All these are enablers. Okay, 13th chapter 7th shloka, what is it? Starting मिला तो बस हो गया. अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचं स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम् अनहङ्कार एव च जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि दुःखदोषानुदर्शनम्. Each of these are values, not one shloka. Amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, shanti, arjavam, acharyopasanam, shaucham, sthairyamaatmam, vinigraha, indriyarteshu vairagyam, anahankar evacha. Like that, 13 values and virtues have been told. And all this have to be in the fullest for this jnana to fructify. Okay, which means you cannot start practicing this after jnana. So where will this come? Where is a place for this 13 to come? Which place it will come then? Where have you to practice it? Amanitvam, adambhitvam have to be practiced. It has to be, you have to completely accept it, work on it, change, and then it should become your nature. Where will you do it? When will you do it? After jnana? Huh? Bhakti. Why staying in samsara? Huh? So when will the jnani will also be in the samsara only, na? Jnani is not in the samsara. Till he dies, physically he is there, right? So when will you practice this? The question is not complicated. It is just that you all are directing yourself to one direction. You are not seeing the whole picture clearly. All these virtues, amanitvam, adambhitvam, you should attain this after jnana or during jnana, before jnana. So before jnana, whatever you attain in terms of purifying yourself is called what? Chitta Shuddhi. So all these are Chitta Shuddhi. So if this is not there, the jnana itself will not be understood. Are you able to get that? And then it is every day to ensure that you don't go off guard in all this. That is where sensitivity comes. But achievement should happen before. Right? If I come first in 5th standard, that you have achieved. Now what is it? Every class you have to maintain. Now I know how to achieve. Correct? Then maintenance after that. So learning of that will be a part of karma upasana yoga. At that time you will have to get a very, very good measure of this. Then that jnanam, after that in nididhyasanam, if there is something which is very deep and core, will get changed. If you keep everything for nididhyasanam, the jnana itself will not be understood. Please understand this, that's a very important. So he will keep going between karma yoga and jnana. Karma yoga and jnana, you have to break it up and say, oh, where is this? Shraddhavan, Ashraddhadana, Purusha, Anusuyava and all is what? Out of Karma Yoga. You already have attained it and hence you are eligible for Jnana. Are you clear? Is it clear? So, Ashraddhadana Purushaha Dharmasya Asya He Parantapa Aprapya. They will never attain it. What? Attain what? Mam, me. And where will they be? Mrityu Samsara, they will ever be established in that cycle. Okay. So, having told about the Atma Vidya, the importance of Atma Vidya, the benefit of Atma Vidya, what is the actually what will you achieve out of Atma Vidya, who is eligible for Atma Vidya and to whom it should not be given, and even an eligible person, if you are off guard, still you will not get it. Having told all these things in 3 shlokas, now he is going to the main topic of this chapter. And what is the name of the chapter? Rajavidya, Rajaguhya. So he is going to give the Rajavidya, Rajaguhya Jnanam, which is Atma Jnanam or Brahma Jnanam to whom? Arjuna. So Krishna is going to give Atma Jnanam to Arjuna, who is an eligible student, having tick marked that, made him understand that that is why I am giving you, and hence now be very attentive. The next 7 shlokas are purely on Atma Vidya. Okay. Next shloka. Continuing. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina matsthani sarva bhutani nachahanteshvavasthitaha maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina mat sthani sarva bhutani na cha aham teshu avasthitaha. I'll repeat again. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina mat sthani sarva bhutani na cha aham teshu avasthitaha. Okay. How will you rephrase this? Avyakta murtina maya idam jagat sarvam jagat tatam. Avyakta murtina maya idam sarvam jagat tatam. Avyakta murtina maya idam sarvam tatam jagat. Aha. So it will actually will make a change in this. Avyakta murtina maya idam sarvam maya avyakta murtina maya idam maya sarvam jagat tatam. Okay. Avyakta murtina, that you will have to supply certain pronouns here. Maya avyakta murtina maya idam Sarvam Jagat Maya Tatam. Sarva Bhutani Matsthani Santi. Aham cha teshu na avasthitaha asmi. Okay. He is giving attributes very clearly. See, what is the topic now? It is Raja Vidya or Atma Vidya or Brahma Vidya. He is going to give the Brahma Vidya. So the Brahma Vidya is given as a first person, I. What does I mean here? I the Atma, I the Brahman. It is not Vyavaharika I, it is Paramarthika I here. Okay. And hence, that Atma being personified as an object, he is talking. Otherwise this word Maya will not come up. With me, within me. Do you understand? But unless you bring such concept, verbal exchange of ideas and knowledge cannot happen. It is not like Mauna Vyakya. I simply keep quiet and sit and you will understand everything. That can happen with Shankaracharya, but not in our class. And very clearly Vyasacharya also knows and Krishna also knows it. And hence it has to be verbalized. And hence Atma will be seen or Brahman will be seen as an entity which is an object. First. Then he will say that it is not an object, it is you the subject. First you look at it as an object, then you remove the subject-object relationship and superimpose that it is you. I was actually referring to you. समझ में आ रहा है? पहला आपको आईना दिखा के देखो उसका अंदर कौन है, देखो इसका मुंह ऐसा, इसका आँख ऐसा है, सब देखने के बाद बोलेगा आईना में जो दिख रहे हैं ना वो आप ही है. क्योंकि जो देख रहा है उसको मालूम नहीं कि वो खुद का प्रतिबिंब देख रहा है आईना में. और ये खुद का प्रतिबिंब देख रहा है इज व्हाट इज ब्रह्म विद्या. I am the Atma is not known to me. If it was known to me, then all this was not required to be taught. So I do not consider I am the Atma, I consider I the Ahankara to be the Atma. And hence, this knowledge is now given. So it is considered that you assume this Atma to be an object. And hence, if you can give vibhakti to the object, vibhakti, making parts, you are making parts of Atma now. Seemingly objectifying it. That is where Maya will come. Mat will come. Aham avam, Sanskrit knowledge will help a lot here. Aham avam vayam mama avannau asmannaha maya avabhyam asmabihi mahyam me avabhyam nau asmabhyannaha mat avabhyam asmat. So Maya is Tritiya, Mat is Panchami. How can you say within me, how can you say from me unless you have objectified? Okay, if you are confused, don't think about what I said. You were very happy before what I said. We are talking about Brahma Vidya, leave it. Because you will easily be happy whenever I say that everyone are established in me, within me, but I am not a part of everyone, you will get happy. But Buddhu, you have objectified. You understand? That Brahman you have objectified by telling it that way. But that's the only way to communicate. Okay? So don't make a mistake here. This is how it is told me, it's a separate. The Dvaita will call that it is separate. Here we call it as Adhyaropa. We are superimposing and calling it as one now. but in the mind it has to be segregated. Okay, right. Maya tatam idam sarva avyakta murtina maya idam sarvam jagat tatam. What is avyakta murti? What is vyakta? Manifested. Okay. When you say which is manifested, what is the definition of manifestation? How do you know what is manifested?
By the senses.
Correct. Correct. Vyaktam iti indriya gochara. Where your senses can go and reach it. At least one. Or more than. Even if one is able to reach it, it is indriya gochara. It's an object where my senses from me reach it and bring that information back to me. Clear? That is vyaktam. What is avyaktam? What is the meaning? We tell this word. Huh? Someone can make a mistake of saying anindriya gochara. Think indriya agocharam or anindriya gocharam. Two meanings will come out. Indriya agocharam means what? Something which cannot be reached by my indriyas. Correct? Indriya agocharam. Here when we say indriya, it is considered indriya of every being in this universe, including devatas, including bhuta, preta, pishacha, every. Because everyone's ability of gocharam will be different. A dog can smell differently than me. So his or her gocharam is different than mine. Because it is not gocharam to me, I cannot say that it is imperceptible. No. It is imperceptible to me because of my limitation. So indriya agochara. Anindriya gochara is what? That which can reach without indriya. Think of the meaning. That which is reachable without the indriya. Now Atma falls in indriya agochara or anindriya gochara. No. Anindriya gochara. You still know there is an Atma. I am the Atma, you still know without the Indriyas. The beauty of Sanskrit. How do you, avyaktam, how do you want to define it? If it is an object, it will be Indriya agochara. If you are talking of the subject, anindriya gochara is a better word. Be able to get this. Okay. So, he says avyakta. Now, avyakta is unmanifested. Okay. Then he puts another word to it. Now, there is a samasta padam. That is a Sanskrit, is a mind-boggling way of giving information. He can pack and give as much as information possible in smallest possible format. First of all, avyakta itself has got a definition. The word that avyakta means anindriya gochara is avyakta. Okay. Now, along with that, he has added a word called murti. What is murti? What is the meaning of murti? Vyakta, objectified. Okay. Then he gives tritiya ekavachanam to it, avyakta murtina. So now that which is not manifesting itself, he has called it seemingly manifesting through that word called murti, so that he has made that subject seemingly like an object, and then to that object he has given karma. When Bhagavan is there everywhere, I take one coconut or one kalash and say, Hey Bhagavan, Asmin Kalashe, Avahayami, and after that you believe that the whole God is now sitting here only and nowhere else. उसका बाहर भी नहीं है, उसका अंदर ही है. Yes or no? So avyakta murtina, avyakta murti na. What did I do? That which was avyakta, I made it into a murti and then I gave it karma. No. Correct? I will tell it in a still better way. In a temple there is a murti. Avyakta everywhere. This murti, and to this murti peda. Murtina, blessing. Who gave that murti a value? I gave. That which was a stone, one day someone came and put some saffron color thing, put some oil, and that Hanuman का डाल देते हैं ना, अभी मंदिर बन गया है. अव्यक्त मूर्ति ना. You understand now? So which was avyakta, you made it vyakta, so that perception only will give you connectivity. And then sirf perception is not enough. I gave life to it, prana pratishtha, now it can also do something. है पत्थर, don't forget that. Many people will feel very bad. बहुत दुख होएगा जब मैं बोलूँगा ये. वो है पत्थर, but वो पत्थर में जान है. किसके लिए जान है? मेरे लिए जान है. Imagine it is in an open place. तो जंगल में एक पत्थर को भगवान मारते हैं, उधर जाके तुम करते और निकल गए. उसके बाद 10 कुत्ते उधर गए. उन लोग क्या करेंगे? अभिषेकम करेंगे. भाई अव्यक्त मूर्ति ना is not there for them. It is a पत्थर. So who brings the value to it? I bring it. So what is avyakta? I make it vyakta. To making that avyakta into vyakta and then giving attributes to it. Okay. Now he says, Maya. Maya is what? Tritiya, within me. Idam avyakta murtina. Jagat. So this Sarvam Jagat, I being Avyakta Murti, I can pervade. I which is not, you can't bind me into a form. I can never be objectified. Avyakta Murtis, I can never be objectified. And I am within everything. How is he saying? Maya Avyakta Murtina Idam Tatam Sarvam Jagat. I who cannot be objectified, I am avyaktam, I am unmanifested. Okay. I am pervading all across this Jagat. Jagat is Vyakta Murti. Correct na? That is how you define Jagat. This Jagat Vyakta Murti, I who is avyakta, I am within each and everything. As how? Tatam. That word tatam is existence. I am present in this whole universe as what? Existence principle. Are you able to get this? This word tatam is coming out of a very nice verb. Tan is the verb. Tan, to pervade. Tanoti, he pervades. Okay. Or pervasive. That is from that only this word santati comes. From the word tan, santati. It's a participle. See, the derivation of words are so beautiful. When you say santati, I, who is physically not present, I am not physically present. Okay, I am avyakta, but I still am present in my 10th generation, which is called santati. The word santati, how is it coming? You don't call santati. Across the generation who have lived and who I am that person who is now living, whose that person's reflection is me. Then only santati will come. That means I, without being vyakta, I can be avyakta, but I am still pervading in you. That's what you call lineage, right? मेरा कुल ये है, मेरा गोत्र है, क्यों बोल रहे हो? I belong to this person. That person is no more there, but that person still pervades to be there without being there in you. That is why it is santati. That word tan, that is where the tatam comes. So I pervade as existence in this whole universe. First line itself is, see how it is going, huh? That's how the Upanishads will start. They will just give you a hint. Because to each word has to be understood in the right way, otherwise we will objectify it. So first attribute which comes out is aham avyaktam. I am unmanifested. I am unmanifested. If I am unmanifested, am I there or not there? Because my presence no one can see. Not being able to identify, does it mean it is absence? It is like telling a blind person in a bright daylight, completely bright person in a full daylight says it is night time. What will you say? No, he can't see it or she can't see it, but I can see it is broad daylight. Correct? So like that we can't see the Atma, we can't perceive the Atma because it is unmanifested. So don't think it is not there. But I am pervading in and across everything as existence. If you say that that exists, the isness, it is my presence which you are talking as isness. Is it clear? Now he gives the second line to it. Sarvabhutani matsthani santi aham na teshu avasthitaha asmi. Aham teshu na avasthitaha asmi. Sarvabhutani matsthani santi. Sarvabhutani means what? All the beings. Okay. Sarva, without an exception. So now he is referring to, when you say Bhuta, what is Bhuta? Can't hear you. Made out of Panchabhuta is a very nice way to justify this context. Why? It considers living and non-living. Living and non-living. If you have a still narrower view of this Bhuta, those who are living in this, who is Bhuta? Then you are referring to the living beings in this. Now, Bhuta is coming from the word Bhu. That means other lokas are excluded. So, how many problems you will start facing? And hence, Bhutani is that which is made up of Panchabhutas as a manifested entity. Okay, which means every loka comes under Bhutani, either living or non-living. Think all the, including Brahma Loka, will come under Bhutani. Otherwise, you will have a problem. Sarvam Jagat Tatam, I pervade Sarvam if you say, and then say only Bhuloka, then Brahmaji will be in a problem. Huh? Okay. Hence, we have to now take this concept. The word has to be analyzed based on the concept and expanded, that you are ensuring that Bhuta means which is made up of Pancha Bhautika, where all the lokas, all the living as well as non-living, everything encompassing. I have left nothing, including what I imagine also is included in this. Okay. Now, Sarva Bhutani Matsthani. Mat is what? Mat. From me. Panchami. So, all the beings are from me. That means what? All the beings are established in me. If you say, this girl is born to this lady, what will the lady say? She is born in me. Right? So if you say that Matsthani Sarvabhutani Santi, all are in me, that exactly means that I am pervading everything. All are established in me. That means I have Nityatvam. Okay. Who is dependent on whom? Who is the independent and who is the dependent? Here very clearly he says, because I am not manifested, don't think I am not there. I am there everywhere, what you can think. How? Everyone is established in me. The Vishwam is established in me. The cosmos is established in me. Okay. And then he says, Aham cha teshu na avastitaha. There is nothing in this world in which I am established. In Vyavahara, now this is possible, these statements only in Paramartha. In Vyavahara, you will have a big problem if you go by such statements. This cantilever bridge is dependent on these two ends of it, which are holding this bridge. So the poles of it are the ones in which the whole bridge is established in. Yes or no? Where is this pole established? On the earth. Where is this earth established? Keep on asking question, you will get something where it is established. Huh? If you don't know where the Bhumi is established, that also comes in Upanishad. Annam Brahme Divyajana Saishava गवीव ऋणी विद्या परमेभ्यो मन्प्रतिष्ठिताय एवं वेद प्रतिष्ठति अन्नमान्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या अन्नन्ननिन्द्यात् तद्व्रतं पृथिवी वा अन्नम् आकाशो नादः पृथिव्यामाकाशः प्रतिष्ठितः आकाशे पृथिवी प्रतिष्ठिता. Now you say, what are you going to do? Answer is coming very clearly. If Akasha is there, then only the Prithvi can be there. That is why that Akasha Tattva to Prithvi Tattva, everything gets entered in. If Akasha is gone, where is Prithvi? Akashe Prithvi Pratishtita. In the Akasha, Prithvi is there. So, who is now holding the earth? Akasha. Who is holding the Akasha? Tasmadva etasmadatmana Akasha sambhutaha. So, now who is holding Akasha? Atma. Are you getting this? So, when you go from this objectified up to Akasha, everything is object. Now you ask, where is this Atmanaha being established? He says, Aham cha teshu na avasthitaha. Don't ask me, I am supported by whom? I am Swayam supported. I don't need a support because I am Nityam. The rest are Anityam. They need my support. But I am the one which does not need any support. I am not established in anything. Okay. What is the practical use of it? Electricity is Nityam. All the appliances are Anityam. Correct? If the appliance is there and electricity is not there, appliances have no astitva. If the appliances are not there and electricity is there, the electricity still exists to be Nitya. Only you don't see its manifestation. In this socket, whether there is electricity or not, you don't need to put your hand to tell that it is there or not there. If anything is working, you know electricity is there. But even if everything is, like when you come to the room and everything is closed, you will never doubt that electricity is not there. So even without the manifestation, electricity continues to be there. Are you able to get that? Manifestation of these appliances, and you put it in the right context, don't mistake examples and stretch it wrongly. Okay, same way, if this Srishti is there, it is because of my blessing, because I am the Adhara and Srishti is the Adi. Even if the Srishti is not there, I continue to be there. The only thing is, manifestation has never been understood. So I am not dependent on anyone, but the whole Srishti is dependent on me because I am in and everything. They are all established. Are you able to get this? Atma Vidya starts because only when two things are told. What is he doing here? He is talking of two things. One thing which I know and I correlate. One thing which I do not know, or even if I know, I have wrongly correlated. He is breaking it into two. Bhagatyaga of Nitya Anityatvam coming from 7th chapter. And here he is saying that this Anitya Mithya Jagat is established on Nitya Me. And looking at that Anitya Jagat, you have considered me also as Anitya because you cannot see me. So now first separate that, do Bhagatyaga, and then see that it is Adhyaropita. Now, are you able to get that straight? Here he's gone into it. So he says, Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina Maya idam jagat tatam I am present in everything as existence. That means I and Jagat coexist. You cannot see me, but you can see the Jagat. And you mistake Jagat to be me. First, he says, understand one thing. The whole Jagat is established in me. And I do not need anything of the Jagat as a support to establish me, because I am Swayam by myself, Nityatvam, I am there. Is it clear? Okay, so two attributes have been given. One, I am Avyakta. Second, I am Tatam. And I am unmanifested. That is why only this manifestation word comes under the purview of Prakriti, not Purusha. Clear? That is what can come to manifest and unmanifest, manifest and unmanifest. Clear? And hence I am out of it. But without me you cannot see any of this. That means they are all supported by me. How? Tatam, as existence principle you can see. And they are supported by me, and I don't need anyone for support. Clear? Yes or no? Two attributes clearly given. Now he is going to go to the next shloka. Okay, so the fourth shloka, any doubts? Online, any doubts? Hopefully clear. It has to be absolutely clear. Huh? If this is not clear, only from clarity confusion can come. If you are already confused, I need not further confuse you. You have to be absolutely clear. Then only there is scope for confusion. Clear? Okay. Now go to the next shloka. Nacha matsthani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta bhrinna cha bhutasthaha Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha Nacha matsthani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta bhrinna cha bhutasthaha Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. The breakup. Na cha mat sthani bhutani pashya me yogam aishwaram. Bhuta bhrit na cha bhutasthaha mama atma bhuta bhavanaha. How many vibhaktis are coming? How many vibhaktis of aham you are seeing here? Na cha mat sthani bhutani pashya me yogam aishwaram bhuta bhrit na cha bhutastaha mama atma bhuta bhavanaha. Mat me mama. Three have already come. Like an object. Brahman or Atma is an object now. My, in me, of me, for me, to me, सब आ गया इधर. समझ में आ रहा है? Otherwise only Atma should be there, which is Prathama Vibhakti, which doesn't have any connection. The first person is just without, it is just very neuter by itself sitting. Aham. Atman Shabda, Prathama Ekavachan means Atma, Atmanau, Atmana. So Atma is only the, but he has now added every masala to it. Are you getting it? And this is the unique way of Upanishad to teach you the subjective matter seemingly as like an object. But if you understand it as an object, then you have a problem, because they are removing that objectifying aspect in every shloka. Confused. Leave it. You just need Shraddha and Parantapa. Very, when it is coming to these topics, every word, thoda nazar hati, durghatna gati, because you will not know the context of where it is being connected. वो टाइम पे बोल के निकल गया. So Parantapa, Shraddhadana, Anasuyave, you have to have this for 9 shlokas at least. No other option. Or 6 shlokas. ठीक है, 4 से 10 तक ये 6 श्लोका में उतना लेके आओ बस हुआ. And don't go by what I am saying. You have to analyze it parallelly. Then you will understand, oh, this is the way they are trying to let us or teach us. Otherwise we will objectify it and sit. And that's what we are doing till now. Huh? We are always objectifying and sitting. We have never considered lip service of subject is there. But always when you look at it, it is all objectification. Okay. Says, na cha, bhutani cha matsthani na santi. Bhutani cha matsthani na. You have to put in bracket santi is a, you have to add a word there. Me aishwaram yogam pashya, tvam pashya. You see my, okay. Aham bhuta bhrit api bhutasthaha. Mama atma cha na bhuta bhavanaha asti. In case anyone is referring to the Gita press Padavicheda, if you all are referring to that, there is an error here. The na should not come in that second line, the na should come in the third line. Otherwise the meaning has completely got changed. So I am giving you it how it should be, and although I refer to this, but when you put the meaning, it completely changes. Hopefully no one of you all are referring directly to it. I am mentioning about that breakup and putting it in a prose form from that text only. Bhutani cha matsthani na santi me aishwaram yogam pashya. Aham bhuta bhrit api bhutastaha. If there is a na, remove that na, should not be there. Mama atma cha na bhuta bhavanaha asti. Okay, what is he telling here? You may write this particular half sentence which I am telling. Bhutani cha matsthani na. Just write that. What have you written? Bhutani cha matsthani na. Now go to the previous shloka. And go to the second line, first half. Matsthani sarva bhutani, and see what you have written. Are you able to see something?
Suppose
Exactly. So if you are sensitive, you will see what he told in the previous shloka. In the next line, has told exactly the opposite of it. That is why I asked, are you all clear about the earlier shloka? If you are clear about the earlier shloka, you should not accept this line. Are you all seeing this difference first? If you are able to see the difference, then it makes sense. If you all are drinking coffee or having tea or doing something, you will not know anything. Huh? This is very, it's going terse and deep now. Are you seeing the difference online? Hopefully. Huh? Yes. Okay. Let me see. Nipa, what does it tell you? What did you see in both this sentence? Nipa is just a representative of Yola. Nothing specific to her. Nipa is not there.
Sir, I'm there.
Ah. Because all the people here are fully pervaded in the Zoom. Huh? I cannot say you are not manifested, you are manifested. I am just making Vyakta Murtina. I am trying to show that manifestation is there. Okay, anyone who wants can tell. Anyone who wants can tell something. I just want to know you all are understanding or not.
Sir, according to my understanding, there is no difference. Why? Because when here she says, Sarva Bhutani Namaskari. And here she says, Bhutani Namaskari. No. So it is Bhutani. So they all are not in me.
Repeat again the statement in Sanskrit which you said.
Bhutani cha Namaskari. No.
This is in this shloka. In this shloka, correct. In the previous shloka, what is written?
He says, Namaskari.
Sarva. Only the word Sarva is not there. There Sarva was there, here Sarva is not there. There Na was not there, here Na is there.
Yes.
Okay, Sarva, let us keep it out. Here also you add Sarva. Doesn't matter.
So,
Where isn't it contradictory?
but here it says, they are not in me, I am in them. You know, I am pervading them.
One minute. We can't put meanings the way we want to. Go to the earlier statement.
Earlier statement is Matsthani Sarva.
Mat sthani sarva bhutani. What is mat sthani sarva bhutani meaning?
It is that I am the Aadhar, I am the base of their existence.
Correct. Okay. Clear? Okay. Now come to this shloka. What is
Here
it?
he says that Sari, Namaskar.
He just interchange the words. In Sanskrit you can write whichever way. You can rephrase it. Mastani, bhutani, na. Na bhutani. That is also no problem. Where is the meaning changing? He is using the same phrases again. What you are referring is Teshu Avastitaha is what you are referring to, but we are not talking about Teshu Avastita. You can't take the meaning of the second line as Teshu Avastita. It is Matstani Bhutani Na. Nacha Matstani Bhutani. And the best is what you know? Cha is added. Huh? If you add this, which is going to join this cha, where have you to add? In the previous sentence or in this sentence? See, if I add the cha to the previous sentence, what does it say? Nacha matstani sarvabhutani cha sarvabhutani namatstani. Are you seeing? Seemingly, not seemingly, actually, very clear contradiction. Huh? Unless we understand this, it is difficult to appreciate why it is said that way. If you don't understand just the word meaning, and if you don't see a contradiction, we will not even connect the previous shloka to this shloka. That Sangati will not be there, and the whole thing will. If someone breaks it and asks you, he is telling here, he is telling, is it? Oh, is it so? I never understood that. If this is a class, it's not a discourse, it's very, very, very clear. Or rather, let me put it, Krishna shamelessly contradicts himself. What more do you want? And so be it, he is right. That is the next thing also I am telling. Why? Who is Krishna? Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. How can Jagat Guru tell a lie? So is 100% correct. Words are 100% contradictory. Meaning is 100% contradictory. Both are correct. Can both be correct? No, we will go to that, but first is we have to acknowledge that these two statements are highly contradictory. Normally contradictions in the Shastras, they come after a period of time across chapters. One in second chapter, one in eighth chapter, you can't very easily comprehend it unless you have really done a thorough study. Idhar ka udhar wo sab connect karke. Contradictions will be there. Okay. Then you justify, अरे नहीं ये context में ऐसा बोला है, ये context में ऐसा बोला है, all those things will be there. Here the context has also not changed. The next line, that means you have no time to even, you have not even forgotten the earlier shloka, before that he has contradicted. Okay. And I know for the fact, or whoever has some basic idea of Sanskrit, that it's exactly the same word. So the contradiction is there. The contradiction is very, very specific and visible. It is not seemingly some contradiction. He has not put some flowery language to disguise that contradiction in a different way. He has used exactly and just added a word na and omitted sarva. That's all he has done. You may maximum say there it is sarva. Here he is talking only for a small. But then I will say that sarva includes this small. So there is no space for even that. He has locked it in full ways. And he is Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Can he contradict? So he cannot contradict. So where is the problem? The problem is in my understanding. Now where my understanding is going wrong, the words being the same, and hence we need Acharya to explain the contradiction. The Shanka has to be brought in, the Shanka Nivaranam has to be done, and it has to be done very clearly that when you see it that way, it is exactly like what you know, Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Contradictory statement in what shloka? Are you able to see it? This is exactly like that, and this is how Upanishads take you. That is why Bhagavad Gita has to be understood. So with that background, when you see the Upanishad, it becomes very clear. Directly if you go to Upanishad, you will do tyaga of what? Upanishad. Okay, so these are the ways we have to understand, and the Shastras are very clear on this. Now let us see what is he telling. The earlier he says, Matsthani Sarva Bhutani. All the beings are established in me. This is clear, or any doubt is there? Is it clear, or any doubt is there on that? You have a doubt? What is the doubt? Very clear. Now the doubt comes in the second part. Nacha Matsthani Bhutani. That is where the doubt is going to come. How is he telling that? What has changed in both? In these two statements, how can a logic be still there which accepts both the statement and yet look contradictory? The scope or the view from where these two statements have to be seen is what is different. Now I am just going to add two words, and you will say, sir, what you are saying is perfectly right. That's what Krishna is telling. Okay. Vyavaharika drishtya matsthani sarva bhutani paramarthika drishtya nacha matsthani bhutani. Is it fitting? I see heads moving now. Because we see it in the same logic, it will not fit. Because we know there is a Vyavaharika Saguna Ishvara Drishti and Nirguna Brahma Drishti. The first one, Matsthani Sarva Bhutani, is mentioned by Sarva Bhutani equal to what? Sarva Bhutani equal to what? Tell me one word, what is Sarva Bhutani equal to? When you finally break everything, we come to only two things. Then we say that the second one also doesn't exist. It is, perfect. That's all. Sarva Bhutani is Prakriti. Correct? Mat is Purushaha. Correct? So, I can see it Prakriti Drishtya, Purushaha blessing everything. Purusha Drishtya, Prakriti is not at all there. There is nothing called an entity called Prakriti. Vishwan Darpana Drishyamana Nagari. So when only Aham Asmi Sakshat, where is the question of everything else being in me? Dvaita Drishtya, first one. Advaita Drishtya, second one. Does it fit? Perfectly does it fit? Is it fitting? So, because what did he tell? Jnanam, Vijnanam, I will give you both. Krishna gave a promise. What is the promise in the first statement he is giving? Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Yajñātva Mokṣyase Shubhat. So, Jnana Drishtya Matsthani Sarva Bhutani. Vijnana Drishtya Nacha Matsthani Bhutani. Isn't it properly fitting now? Shweta, is it clear now?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See that how happily we are saying yes sir. We have no contradiction at all. मुझे टेंशन ही नहीं है. कोई भी पूछ ले तो I am okay with it. Why? Because I am convinced. Unless we do this, looking at it from the same level, not from Vyavaharika and Paramarthika. Same thing you have to do to Purnamada. You have to change that and then it fits. Otherwise it is seemingly opposing each other. That is why we call these are seemingly opposing statements. And that is why he says cha. That cha when you add, you connect both. This is very perfectly right. He is so beautifully connected. Vyavaharika drishtya, anatma drishtya, sarvani bhutani. Not sarvani bhutani. Paramarthika drishtya, advaita drishtya, okay, atma drishtya, nacha matstani bhutani. Then there is nothing called bhuta. Then there is nothing called mat also. When you come to Paramarthika drishtya, there is no bhutani. If bhutani prakriti is not there, there is no mat also for Purusha. Do you understand? So, when you personify this Atma, only this mat, me, mama, everything is coming. Or when prakriti is out, there is no mat, me. Think about it. Vacharamaram vikaro namadheyaha. Everything is only one. Just because of name, form and shape, we are giving different names to it. Vacharamaram vikaro namadheyaha. By function, by form of it, you are giving different names to it. Otherwise it's all one. When you look at it, whether it is like saying Matsthani Sarva Bhutani, the wave, the bubble, the tsunami, everything is established in something called as me, the water. Water drishtya, there is nothing called wave, there is nothing called water, bubble, there is nothing called tsunami. It is only water. Are you able to get this? Dvaita drishti and Advaita drishti. This change. That is why first is Adhyaropita, second one is Apavada. How beautifully they have got it. This is a unique ability of our Shastras to bring it. Very, very, and this you will see in Upanishads very nicely they bring it. Otherwise it is difficult to move from object to subject, object to subject. You are only when you do this, you will not objectify the subject. Otherwise we will end up objectifying the subject. It is biggest danger. Because we know in life, learning is always by objectification. Unless some attributes are there, we can't understand. So seemingly they bring an attribute and then they see that, throw the attribute and see only one is there. They make you go like a yo-yo from here to there. And there is a very classic example. See it from Prakriti Drishtya, go to Purusha, throw the Prakriti, it is not there. Why? Prakriti becomes a, you can't even, oh, you can't do that. Amsha, Amshi, Bhava, you can't bring it in Prakriti. Then what are you doing? You are having Kala, you are making breakup of Atma. See, Tasmadva etasmad atmana akashas sambhutaha. When such a statement is made by Upanishad, from the Atma, Akasha comes. Akasha and Atma becomes Amsha Amshi. Are you able to understand this? You have bought part and whole of it. Correct? That is to come to Vyavahara level to make you understand, assume it that way and then go. And then they will say it is not that way. You club all this because Akasha, Vayu is a very logical thing. You are now sitting in Prakriti. Samajh mein aa raha hai? When you go to Purusha to Prakriti, the Purusha has been seemingly made into a person like Prakriti with all attributes, Sadguna, and then said, yahan se ye aaya hai. What does it mean? ये इसका आधार है और ये सब में परवेड कर रहा है. This Atma is the Adhara for Akasha also, and Atma is pervading in all the space. That is what the Upanishad wants to say, and not like a Vyavahara from this iska bacha ye, iska bacha ye. That is kindergarten story. To small children we can tell this, but for big children no. You have to understand this Adhara and this Adheya. Adhyaropita superimposed now. So I cannot see the Atma, let me see the Akasha, and as that Akasha is there, that's how Atma is also there. You know where will he bring it? In the next sloka. Yatha kasha sthito nityam. He'll bring it there. See it that way. Because you will now mistake. There is a very high scope of misunderstanding the Shastras here. And that is why he will bring that and explain it more. Are you able to get this? So when he says Nacha matsthani bhutani, he is talking of Paramarthika Drishtya, where only Advitiya Ekameva Atma Athava Vividha Namadheyani Brahman Asmi. If you tell Asti, then I am also there. That is also there. The moment you say that, objective. But my problem is, how can I call Asmi? Because I am small, limited, and you are talking of. And that is why they say remove that upadhi and see it and consider only that part and not with the upadhi. This training is very much required in the Bhagavad Gita, otherwise Upanishads will be tough. These are training areas in the Bhagavad Gita where you know to go from Paramarthika to Vyavaharika. Paramarthika, I, Atma. I equal to Atma and nothing else. Because Advitiya, there is nothing else. And to come to, when it comes to that level only, Acharya stop Mauna Vyakya. Yato vacho nivartante. From where this Vak itself has come. Apra apya manasa saha. Mind cannot go and reach it. It is that. Understand it that way and leave it. Don't try to, no, I have to experience Atma. It has to dawn on me. These words are highly, it will misinterpreted. I have to reach Atma. Where is the question of reaching of Sarvavyapi Atma? Are we able to get this? The moment I say I have to reach Atma, then the only question comes, have you understood what is Atma? If you have understood what Atma, what is then reaching actually you want to communicate? What is the meaning of reaching then what you wanted to communicate? Reaching means reducing the ajnanam, where I see myself and Atma differently. Reducing that ajnanam is going closer to the knowledge of Atma is what you can say, that is what I mean by reaching, which is okay. I, the Atma, have wrongly understood as Anatma, and that ajnanam I am reducing means I am trying to reach that jnana. That is okay. But I am not reaching Atma. Because Atma is Sarvavyapi, where to reach? Clear? So Paramarthika Drishtya, all these things will go off. We have to immediately change the channel. The antenna has to get shifted. You will have to go from 94.3 FM to 100.8. If you try to see 100.8 in 94.3, कर आवाज भी नहीं आएगा, आवाज ही नहीं आता है. उसका नजदीक जाएगा तो खर आवाज आने लगता है. You have to completely go and shift there. Is it clear? It's a very, very subtle topic. That is why he is taking it in very much of a depth. The way how the Upanishads are given, if Vyasacharya is putting it in, it is Vyasacharya's buddhi to put it in mouth of Krishna, who has written the Mahabharata. It is not that after everything happening he has written the Mahabharata. It could be that a nice picture is made and these people are a part of the drama. Script is given already. Even that could be there. Why Vyasacharya has that ability? Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya, he has the ability of it. And hence, see it that whatever Vyasacharya thinks is what Krishna is going to say. If there is a difference between Krishna saying and Vyasacharya thinking, then there is a problem. Why Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. Then Vyasa becomes hypocrite, Krishna becomes hypocrite. I have this body, mind, soul, all one, and I am talking differently. My thought as Vyasacharya is different, and my talk as Krishna is different. Cannot happen. Seemingly looking as two different bodies, but they are one. And hence what Vyasacharya writes is what Krishna will tell. For us, they are two. They are not two. Here, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, when it comes, Vyasacharya Charita Shri Bhagavan Vacha it is. Then we will understand, yes, how can it be different? So then, when Bhagavan says, Nachamatstani Bhutani, he has moved from Dvaita to Advaita. He has moved from Vyavaharika to Paramatma. Okay? And then he says, what is the beauty, Me yoga maishwaram tvam pasya. Please see me like this. What is Aishwaram? What is Ishwarasya Bhava? Aishwarya means what? Understand this greatness. How? Yoga Maishwaram. Connect yourself to understand me as Jnana and Vijnana. Me Aishwaram Tvam Pashya. How? You see my Aishwaram. How you see it? Yogam. By joining yourself either in Vyavaharika Matstani Sarvabhutani Cha Paramartika Nacha Matstani Bhutani. Now it is getting connected. So have the ability to see my Jnana Vijnana Swarupa Saguna Nirguna Ishvara or Nirguna Brahma Jnana. Understand it properly. It will take some time to settle in. But that is what is this Yoga Vishwaram. Okay, so Vishwarupa Darshanam is not Yoga Maishwaram. Please understand. It now comes down, a diluted form in Jnana. But seeing the Vijnana in that Jnana is Pashyame Yoga Maishwaram. Connect completely into it and don't mistake it. Yuj Dhatu is there. Tvam Pashya Yogam. You completely be in it and see it the way I am trying to tell you, then you will understand. And that is why he said, Shraddha should be there, and you are anyway Anasuya. If you start being critical, then if it would be our class, sir, one person will, sir, but you are contradicting. Ashraddha Dana Purusha, it will become. Wait. Slowly, when it's a tough one, go step by step. Go 2 steps back. Break it. Try to understand. Then go further. Okay. Don't jump into conclusion. If there is told, there is a merit to it. Somewhere I am missing it, but the moment the link is given, everything is crystal clear now. And that ability to switch yourself and see in me in my Jnana Saguna Swarupa and Vijnana in this Nirguna Jnanam, that is what is Aishwarya. Be connected to that and see it completely. If you see it that way, you will get full Jnanam of Is it clear? Okay. Then he says, Bhuta Bhrinna cha Bhutasthaha Amatma Bhuta Bhavanaha Sarva Bhutani. Next one, no, it is. Bhuta Bhrit Bhutastaha Mama. Mama is what? Mama. Huh? No. Mama is Chaturthi. May, if it is there, I will agree. Yes, very specific put Shashti here. He didn't give a scope of writing May and allowing you to decipher it as Mahyam May or Mama May. Okay. Off he has put. He has clearly put off here. Off me, Bhuta Bhrit and Bhuta Bhavanaha. Okay. Bhuta Bhrit and Bhuta Bhavanaha. When you say Bhuta Bhrit, okay, let us take Bhuta Bhavanaha first. Bhuta Bhavanaha means I who is the creator. See it again. Whenever I am trying to tell you all, I am also reviewing the statements again and again. That's why it is, such statements will need a pause to review it and go again. Now review it differently. Assume that the earlier shloka was Dvaita or Vyavaharika and leave it there. This shloka is Paramarthika. So now this shloka starts that Nacha Matsthani Bhutani. You see that no one is being in me because I am Paramarthika. No one is established in me. And see what is the beauty. Me yoga maishwaram tvam pashya. After that, mera leela dekho kya. I can still Bhuta Bhrit, Bhuta Bhavanaha Mama. From me, I can create and I can sustain. Now we have broken the shloka differently here. ये dissection अलग अलग कर करके अलग अलग meaning देखेगा तो you may have 2-3 different meaning, but all the three are not contradictory. If you consider this shloka only in Paramarthika, that I am the indweller of everything, because what then he said? Avyakta Murthina. First said Avyakta Murthina Matsthani. So I am pervading everything, and hence Bhuta Bhavanaha, I am the creator of everything, and having created Bhuta Bhrit, I am the sustainer of it. So on one hand, I am that Ekta Jeev Sadashiv. On the other hand, I support the rest, everything to come and sustain. Which means what? You will say, hey, again contradictory. You are saying Ekta Jeev Sadashiv, but because of me they are coming. That means now more than one is there. That is why he gives an answer. Yatha Kasha Sthito Nityam is the next clarification, because he knows Arjuna can get a doubt here. Even if you consider both the shlokas together, how does it go? Dvaita Drishtya. Okay, Dvaita Drishtya, Vyavaharika Drishtya, Sarva Bhutani Matsthani, Me Yogam, Me Aishwaram, Tvam, Pashya nacha mastani bhutani paramarthika drishtya. Cha dvaita drishtya, back to bhuta bhavanaha cha bhuta vrit mama. Still you can connect it. That is the beauty of it. I am thinking and connecting words. If you are with me, it is okay. Otherwise, I am enjoying it. If you are not with me, leave it. This shloka, these two shlokas are that way. That is why it is. Now you understand why he called it Raja Guhyam. Even after telling you everything, you are not able to understand it. That is why it is Raja Guhyam. He has proven it in the two shlokas itself, we can prove it. So, Dvaita Drishtya, Advaita Drishtya first. That is changing, which is clear. Understand, even if I have these two, I have the ability to pervade Me Yoga Maishwaram Tvam Pashya, and hence, due to my pervasion, the universe gets created and I sustain this universe. Which also means the third one, Laya, it is again back to you. He doesn't have to tell it. Two are there, the third automatically comes. Okay. And he gives another one statement on that. Atma cha bhutastaha na. And I am not established on anything. Because he says, that because pervasion is there and you can understand only which is manifested, don't think that I am bound by what you see as manifested. He is again trying to bring that out. जो पहला बोला था ना, he is bringing that because it's like whenever I see the fan running, I say electricity is there. Unfortunately, that blessed electricity is getting a reflected grace through the fan. And the fact is the fan is running because of the electricity. So don't give me that reflected grace that because all these things are there, I am there. Even if you blessed things are not there, I am still there. And I am the reason of you blessed things too. He is making it very clear in this statement. We will see this more. This requires a proper analysis and clarification. Sit, think on it. If you have understood, good. If you feel that I have understood something but something is not clear, go word by word and try to understand what was not clear and write down your confusion. Otherwise it will be volatile. Now itself, if you have a doubt, if something is not clear, spend just 5 minutes. Because when I am talking, your attention is with me and you can't think. When the class is over, think about these two shlokas, and if you still feel that there is somewhere an issue, write it down and see whether that gets clarified in the next class. Because these are not the easy ones. You have to change your viewpoint and keep on changing it, and then every statement gets justified. Okay, is this clear? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. There is only such Guru Parampara which is talking through me. If you ask me, I will not be able to tell this again. One of the toughest ones. I never even planned that this is the way to go. At that place, you have some ideas, they talk through Mukam karoti vachalam pankum lankayate girim. It is exactly that. Mukam karoti vachalam it is. Otherwise, we have no capability to even explain such things. Because we ourselves have not understood it. So it is only Bhagavan through this Acharyas sit in such Vyasapita and tell so that 10 people should not get misled by it. That is one thing which we have to see. And this Pashyame Yoga Maheshwaram is there. Very clearly it comes out. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om, sir. Hari Om.
Yeah, Hari Om. Hari Om.